Swag Life TV, Lady Swag TV, Cooking Plus More, and we are back with another video for y'all, man. This is a late night munchie video. We doing bacon and cheddar slider burgers. There you go, fam. Go ahead, grab you one right off the TOP. You know what I mean? Because sharing is caring on this side. But yeah, man. We back with another one. Got another A1 meal for you. And you know, man, I'm known for my story times. And the story time that I got for y'all tonight is absolutely bonkers. When I read it, I was baffled. Like really, really baffled. But without further ado, man, I'm gonna tell y'all about the story. We done already blessed the food, man. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. Like I said, man, got the bacon cheddar slider burgers, got the Cheetos on the side, got the Publix fruit punch, but it tastes more like the Barber's fruit punch from back in the day in the little cons that you get from the bodega.
It does.
You feel me? But yeah, man, the story that I got for y'all, like I told y'all, when I read it, I had to, I didn't even close the browser out. I saved the story so I could tell the fam about it, because y'all know I'm a glutton for a good story. And when I saw this and when I read it, I was bugging all the way around.
Oh my God!
Yeah. But this was a story that CNN broke. It happened on the 3rd of May. And they titled it, a restaurant manager who forced a black man to work without pay owes him more than $500,000 in restitution, the court rules. So, y'all already know when I read it, I told Lady Swag about it.
And I was pissed. Because I was like, there's no way. I said he had to have been special needs or something was wrong. Yep. There's no way that they would have been able to do this if he wasn't.
Right. So, it says a South Carolina man who was forced to work over hundreds of hours every week for years without pay and subjected to verbal and physical abuse was supposed to receive close to $273,000 in restitution after his former manager pled guilty. So like I said, when I first read it, because you know if you use Google as your search engine, especially if you're an Android user, you know, based on the topics that you choose to see on your Google timeline, those are the stories that you're going to see, whether it be about sports, whether it be about fashion, whether it be about crime, world news, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I'm scrolling, and I'm like, did I just read what I just read? So, it says, but the initial amount was too low. An appellate court ruled in April the man should have received more than double that amount, closer to $546,000, from the manager to account for federal labor laws, according to the ruling. John Christopher Smith, that's the man's name, from South Carolina, it says he was forced to work at a cafeteria in Conway without pay for years. His manager, Bobby Edwards, and I put up Buddy picture, you know what I'm saying, in the video. It says Bobby Edwards pleaded guilty to forced labor in 2018 and was sentenced. And then this is the thing that pisses me off. I guess the court saying, well, it's enough that he getting this much money, but the manager only got 10 years in prison. And I'm like, how is that justice? You know what I'm saying? So, was sentenced to 10 years in prison for his abuse of Smith, a black man who has intellectual disabilities. Okay, it says $273,000 in restitution, which represented Smith's unpaid wages and overtime. But the court erred in failing to include liquidated damages in the restitution, a provision of the Fair Labor Standards Act that would have doubled the amount of restitution Smith received. According to the April ruling from the 4th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals based in Richmond, Virginia, the Fair Labor Standards Act liquidated damages provisions holds that if failing to pay a worker's wages on time is so detrimental to the worker's minimum standard of living, which y'all already know, if Mr. Smith had intellectual abilities, true enough, he probably had enough independence about himself to, you know what I'm saying, just do the basic things, you know what I'm saying, get up, wash his face, brush his teeth, you know what I'm saying, and have enough sense about himself to go to work. Okay, I work such and such, such and such. But you know already off the top, he was staying with somebody. You know what I'm saying? He was living with mom, Dukes, or auntie, or probably his family. You know what I'm saying? Mama, daddy, all that. So,
he had been living on his own.
And
I don't see nobody family being okay with somebody being taken advantage of like that. That's like slavery.
Right. Then they should pay double the amount the Supreme Court decided in 1945. Okay? It says when an employer fails to pay those amounts, the employee suffers losses, which includes the loss of the use of that money during the period of delay, the Federal Appeals Court said. The district court will now calculate the new amount Smith is owed. Okay, so the new amount is the $546,000 that was forementioned earlier in the article. Okay, it says CNN has reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office in South Carolina and the Department of Justice's Civil Rights Division, which ordered the original restitution payment, for comment. Smith endured years of abuse. I mean, just like I told Lady Swag, when I was younger, I used to sit back and wonder how it may have been to live in a certain time period. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all have done that. I mean, I might just be weird like that, but, you know. But, how do you explain just just the basis of being a human being? I mean, because obviously, Mr. Bobby was able to go to the house each and every night, lay on his pillow, and probably sit there and be like, yo, I wonder what I'm going to do to him tomorrow. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, how could you just be so evil? You know what I mean? Because that's somebody's son.
Yeah, real talk.
That's somebody's brother. That's somebody's cousin.
That's okay. They gonna make you feel it in prison.
But it says Smith started working at the Capitol. And then this is the crazy part about it. When I read the article, it says Smith started working at the cafeteria as a part-time dishwasher when he was 12. 12 years old. According to the recent ruling. His first 19 years of employment. So, you know what I mean? You do the math, but it was like 31. You know what I mean? His first 19 years of employment there, when the restaurant was managed by other members of Edwards' family, were paid. Okay? But when Edwards took over the restaurant in 2009, so he wasn't always the owner. Which means Mr. Smith probably started working there when Bobby's folks ran the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And when he took over in 2009, I mean, obviously, fam, your folks that had a lucrative business, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing people gonna pay for. They're gonna pay for food, you know what I mean? Because who don't like to eat? And South Carolina being in the South, they run a cafeteria, you know what I mean? So, depending on location, you know what I'm saying? They doing real numbers.
And you know what their family folks need to do? Since he's going to prison anyway, they should have took the restaurant as well.
Yeah.
I go back and buy it.
They should have.
Yeah. For sure.
But it say when Edwards took over the restaurant in 2009, Smith was moved into an apartment next to the restaurant and forced to work more than 100 hours.
Like I said, that's slavery.
Every week without pay according to the rule. Now, like I told y'all before, fam, I'm a logical person.
That's why I told you he weren't with no family. No family was around. He couldn't have been. And that's proof right there that he wasn't.
My thing is, bro, you didn't think you were going to get caught? You know what I'm saying? Even if you was beating this nigga ass every day and telling him, oh, you better not say that.
They were doing something to keep him from saying something.
True. But like I said,
that man, he wasn't that crazy. He was aware of that he wasn't getting paid.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about it, they was giving him everything else, living, you know, and all
Yeah.
that. So they just took advantage of him, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
And he deserved to sit and rot every year of those 10 years.
Okay.
And I'm hoping when he come up for parole, they deny it and make him sit there even more.
Fact. It says Edwards affected this forced labor by taking advantage of Jack's intellectual disability and keeping Jack isolated from his family, threatening to have him arrested and verbally abusing him, the ruling reads. Smith feared Edwards, who once dipped metal tongs into grease and pressed them into Smith's neck when Smith failed to quickly restock the buffet with fried chicken, the ruling said.
I'm done. Okay.
Now, like I said, I read this once before. And I mean, I don't know.
That's just terrible.
It says Edwards also whipped Smith with a belt, punched him and beat him with kitchen pans, leaving Smith physically and psychologically scarred. Of course. I mean, I don't know, yo. But Smith also feared what might happen if he attempted to escape. He says, I wanted to get out of there a long time ago, but didn't have anybody to go to. He told the affiliate, I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't see none of my family. The ruling says an employee's relative alerted authorities of the abuse in 2014. So, you mean to tell me this dude had other members of his family witnessing this shit? That's that shit. Because remember I read that Mr. Edwards took over the restaurant in 2009. And the family member reported it in 2014 to the South Carolina Department of Social Services. And they removed Smith from the restaurant that year. The president of the local chapter of the NAACP, Abdullah Mustafa, said that they were talking about enslavement, which that's what it was.
Yes.
It says CNN had reached out to the Conway chapter of the South Carolina NAACP for comment. It says CNN's Faith Karimi contributed to this report. But like I said, fam, when I read that, I was tripping. But yeah, man, y'all know the motto. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Cause you know, I'm always gonna try to bring you a story that make you be like, WTF. But yeah, man, another video in the books. We appreciate you kicking it with us, tuning in on this Monday Night Munchies. Late night Monday Night Munchies.
Yeah, it's after 1 o'clock in the a.m.
So, you will see this video tomorrow. But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Swag Like TV.
Lady Swag TV, Cooking Plus more off here to the side.
Your host with the most, Brandon and Clyde of YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash that like button. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop down in the comments. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think.
And let us know what you're thinking.
Drop down, get your eagle on, man, and hit that post notification bell so you'll always be notified
when we upload a video.
There you go. And if you're already a family member, man, you know how we get down. You know we keep it goody in the hoodie. But yeah, man. Until the next video, until the next time. Same swag station, same swag channel. And you know the motto, keep it splashy.
Keep it classy.
And always remember,
love, live life.
Your host with the most, Swag Like TV, Lady Swag TV, Cooking Plus more.